Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll help the channel out and it'll get you more videos like this. Let's get to it. And our first one comes from Useful Inside 3237. I burnt my ex's belongings. Am I in the wrong? I should start by saying I don't recommend playing with fire. It's dangerous and I spent the first 8 years of my life in rural Asia, so I have some experience with them. This is a throwaway account. My ex, a 22-year-old female, and I, a 24-year-old male, started dating last summer. She is my first everything, my first partner, girlfriend, and love. Or so I thought. We had an incredibly strong relationship, despite being together for just 10 months. She was one of my best friends, and we did so much together. So many I love yous exchanged. We had 2 parts of a heart necklace, with each other's initials, and even adopted a cat named Sabi. Together, Sabi spent time between my apartment and her roommate's house. In April, just a few weeks ago, my friend texted me from a sports bar, telling me to open Snap, and that he sent me. It was a 10-second video of her smooching another dude. I vomited for the first time since 2014 last night. When I confronted her the next day, she said it was her ex from when they were 18. She said her feelings for him started coming back after they bumped into each other in class and she no longer loved me. Wow, she is cold. What do you mean no longer love you? She probably never loved you if she did, if someone cheats on you, they don't love you, straight up. She also started blaming me for not giving me what I used to have. In her own words, she's usually such a sweet and kind person. I've never seen this side of her. That's probably the real side of her. Never giving what you have. Don't you love that? Don't you love how she's in the wrong, she's the one who cheated, and she's somehow trying to put the blame on you? How messed up is that? Of course we are done. But to make matters worse, she came into my apartment a few days ago while I was at work. I forgot to get the replacement key from her, and took Sabi and all her toys and bowls. Oh my gosh, she stole the cat. She broke into her house. I don't know if it's breaking in, but she's no longer welcome in your house, and she still came in. I don't even think it matters if she has the key, because she's not welcome there anymore. So she broke in, or she's trespassing. I was at an emotional low point. I hadn't cried or wanted to KMS this much like ever. I feel like I had to get rid of everything associated with her. Yeah, that makes sense. But at the moment, I couldn't stand the thought of seeing her face to go and return her belongings that were at my place. So I took her side of the necklace, her photo, and her favorite sorority sweater, which she loves and forgot, drove up to a campground and threw them in a fire. She texted me on a burner phone number. I blocked her. 2 days after asking if she could come back and get her sweater, I said yes, just so I can get the key and take back my key when she came. I took the key and told her what happened. She got upset and broke down telling me how much she loved her sweater. Who cares, kick rocks, her sweater, and that I should have just dropped it at her house. I find that insulting. You loved your sweater? Oh yeah, holy crap, she loved an inanimate object more than you, man. I thought you loved me, but clearly not. I closed the door. I can't describe how much that hurt to hear. I hate her so much. I miss Sabi so much though. What do you guys think? Went too far with the fire? Man, okay, first I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong for doing that. I saw some goobers in the comments saying, oh, you should have just given her back the sweater. No, screw her. This woman did like the ultimate betrayal on you, cheated on you, let you know that she never loved you and saw you as dirt and you were just there to probably fill a void until he came back. And you know what's gonna happen after he's bored with her. He's gonna dump her and she's gonna come back to you, OP. Do not give in and do not say yes. You are done with her. And don't forget, she broke into your house with you not there, stole your cat. That's half your cat. OP, if I were you, I would get another animal, cat, dog, guinea pig, whatever, because that's messed up. They stole your pet that you bonded with, and live your life. Make sure you change those locks. And just block her and not deal with her. Who cares about her crappy sweater? You see women acting crazy all the time, like, keying people's cars, destroying windows when their man cheats. Why can't you go to a campsite and light everything on fire safely? It doesn't sound like, you made a trash fire or anything like that. It sounds like you just made a fire and tossed everything in. So, no, OP. No, you are not in the wrong. Screw her. People like this are disgusting. Our next one comes from Versek 9. Am I, a 30-year-old female, totally in the wrong about being insecure about a few friendships my boyfriend, a 37-year-old male, forms with women? My boyfriend, a 37-year-old male, and I have been together on and off, mostly on, for about 2.5 years. I won't lie, I have issues, childhood trauma, and a past. 8-year toxic relationship have certainly clouded my sense of reality and what's considered normal and what isn't. Going into this relationship, my boyfriend disclosed to me that he was very good friends with his ex-girlfriend, and he dog sits for her a lot. Oh, okay. I told him on the spot I was pretty uncomfortable with him going to her house. Yeah, I would be too. No one should be friends with their ex if they're dating someone. I'm sorry. If I'm dating someone, they're like, "Oh, I'm cool with my ex. I'm gonna go see him." We're done. If you leave that door and you're gonna go see your ex, done. Because that's super disrespectful. I wouldn't do that to the woman I was dating. Oh, I'm still cool with my ex. I'm gonna go hang out with her alone in her house. Bye. And he said that it's not a problem. He wouldn't physically be in her presence. Oh yeah, huh? They still continue to talk frequently. It bothered me a little, but not to mention he still has a photo of them hugging on his IG from when they were together. Due to a notification always saying heart from her, I got sus and snooped and ended up finding them. Her making fun of me. I made a scene and wanted to end it right there. He apologized and convinced me not to give up on us, and I set my boundary as not talking to people you had sex with. He said this was a reasonable boundary. Fast forward a bit. There's this other girl that was in the airspace that unbeknownst to me he had slept with. I ended up finding out from some mutual friends, and he slept with her before me. But again, my boundary was not to have contact with people you had your junk in. He never blocked this girl. This girl knew I was uncomfortable by her presence. He freaking told her that, and she still felt comfortable enough to continue reaching out to him. I felt pretty humiliated. Fast forward today. My boyfriend is maintaining that he feels justified in bonding with new girls at his job. Oh man, I have trust issues due to my own issues and how he's handled boundaries with other girls in the past. I've definitely overreacted and been intense about my insecurities, but I don't think they're baseless. Am I in the wrong here? IOP, I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong here because I wouldn't like my girl going out with guys and talking to a bunch of guys, and you know what I mean? You open yourself up to putting yourself in situations that you don't want to be in if you really want to be with someone. And if I'm with someone, I'm with someone. I'm not talking to other people. It sounds like he's out there flirting and he might do something. Personally, the first time after you told him your boundaries and you set your boundaries and he said, "Okay, fine." I'd give him one. Give him one, but the second and personally, you know what? Even then, because the girl made fun of you, and it doesn't sound like he, defended you, or because if I know if I'm with someone and someone makes fun of the person I'm with, screw that person. You don't get to make fun of the person I love and I'm with right now. That's not how that works. And so he knows you don't like this, and he still continues to do this. OP, I think you're being a little too much of a pushover. I'd wrap that up because he's obviously sniffing around other women. It's only a matter of time, or he's already cheated. Who knows? But OP, you're not in the wrong. I would trust your gut on this, and personally, I just would leave him. And our final one comes from Malcian. Am I in the wrong for calling CPS? My nephew goes to an elementary school, and one of his friends has a dysfunctional family. Or worse, the parents are separated, but the father rents out the basement. The father was a war veteran that spends more time drunk at a local bar than at home. We see him sometimes on Sundays since the bar is down the street from the church. I don't know what the mother does. She doesn't socialize with the rest of us. I brought my nephew to a little league in which both boys are on the same team together. Due to the snakes appearing in the boys' locker room, oh, that's terrifying, snakes just appearing when you're changing your clothes, the entire team ran out disheveled. That's when one of the other guardians and I noticed the boy had so many scars and bruises on his body. Upon some questioning the other boys on the team, the injuries seemed to be from ayus. We called CPS shortly after. They're currently being investigated. The mother somehow found out it was us who made the call and gave us a hard time at work. She came to my workplace saying that CPS are investigating and giving her family a hard time during their low point in their life and started pointing fingers, berating me. I told her off and she should be more protective and prioritizing her child. The situation went south from there. She stormed off in a hissy fit, and work surveillance caught her slashing my tires. God, what a bitch. I filed a police report against her. I later hear of a similar exchange from the other guardian. We reassured each other that CPS had to step in to help that poor boy. They consoled me, saying it wasn't my place to dig deep into other people's families' problems, but that child needed help. But a part of me felt guilty jumping the gun before finding out more about the situation. Am I in the wrong for this? No, you're not in the wrong for this. Her actions today, at your work, crazy enough, coming down to your workplace and then slashing your tires, Yeah, you're not in the wrong. That woman is crazy. OP, you saw what looks like signs of a use on a child, and you did the right thing by calling people to help that child. You already know both of the parents are terrible. The father's out drinking, the mother's over here slashing tires and going into people's businesses and shouting at them. That kid needed help. I would say good on you, OP. You're not in the wrong. Thank you for making it to the end of the video with me. And can you please do what I said in the beginning? And like, comment, and subscribe. It really and truly does help the channel out. It helps it grow, and it helps you get more videos like this. Velvet out.